What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Leizel and today's video is in fact another Halloween makeup tutorial, and I'm pretty sure you guys can all guess what I am. Yes, I disguised myself as a mermaid and I'm obsessed with how it turned out. Like, I wish I could look like this every day, honestly. I want to get in the car right now, drive to some drive-through and just see how the people will like react to me. I just want to see how it goes down, you know what I mean? I don't know, I'm weird like that. I should totally like take a camera right now and go and do that, but I mean, we know I'm not gonna do that. All the glitters that you guys see on my face, I dropped the entire pot of it all over my desk and on my pants and on the floor. I was trying to pick it up and it ended up like all on my hands, but low-key looks good because when I'm doing those poses and stuff, you know, looks like I did it on purpose, but I really didn't. Anyways, I'm really happy with how this look turned out and I hope you guys love it as much as I do. So if you want to see how I did it, then just keep on watching. I've already applied my foundation, so I'm going in with a bit of color correcting stuff. This is the Bobbi Brown Corrector in the shade Dark Peach, and then after that's all blended in, I'm going in with the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC20. I love this concealer. This is like #1 ride or die. So I'm just applying that in all the usual places that I would apply that, and then I'm going to blend it all out with my damp beauty blender. Next up, I am setting all that with the Australis Ready Set Go finishing powder. This stuff makes creasing impossible. Like, it just doesn't happen if you set your face with this, so I love it. And then for the rest of my face, I am going to set it with the Australis Fresh and Flawless Pressed Powder. Onto contouring my face now. I'm taking this shade Shadowplay from the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette, and I'm just basically contouring my face. I mean, it's not necessary because I will be going over this later on with different eyeshadows, but just as a guide and to kind of add a little more warmth to my face, I like to do this. And again, I am adding bronzer as well, which isn't totally necessary, but I just gotta do it. Now it's time for the fun part. I'm cutting one of the legs off this pair of fishnet stockings and fitting it over my head, and then I decided that I couldn't see properly, so I had to cut holes for my eyes. But the first shadow that I'm taking is Dark Desires. This is from the Violet Voss Drenched Metals palette, and I'm basically applying that to my face kind of as a bronzer contour type thing. And then I'm going to go in with a mix of I'm So Fancy and Mermaid Vixen, and that one acts more as like my contour, especially on my cheekbones. And yeah, I'm just blending the two colors together. I would recommend, if you want it to be a little more scaly and less blended, as you can see, mine is a little more blended, not as scaly. I would recommend just doing a patting motion rather than a blending motion, if that makes sense. But when I took the fishnet stocking off, I decided that I needed to blend out into my hairline so it looks a little more seamless. But for highlight, I'm taking this shade Sassy Grape from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sweets Glow Kit. Oh my goodness, I've been waiting to use this and I finally got to use it. And then I'm starting with the eyes. This is the shade Secret, again from the Violet Voss Drenched Metals palette. That is my first transition shade. Now I'm just going back into that glow kit and I'm taking the shade Sassy Grape again, but I'm going to apply this to the inner third of my eye. And then for the middle of my eye, I am taking the shade I'm So Fancy, and I'm basically just working at the colors to blend them into one another. For the outer third of my eye, I am going in with the shade Dark Desires, and I'm basically, again, working that in to blend it into the middle shade. And then once I'm happy with the placement of that, I'm pretty much just going to spend a little time blending all the colors into one another so it looks a little more seamless. I decided that I wanted to darken up the outer corner a little more, so I'm taking this shade Slaycation and applying that over the purple so it gives it a little more depth. And then for my bottom lash line, I am applying the shade Secret. I didn't want it to be so intense on my bottom lash line, so I didn't do too much, but I also did add a little bit of that Dark Desires purple shade, just a teensy bit, so it kind of tied in with the lids as well. Then to open up my eyes and make them look all big, I'm using the NYX retractable liner in the shade White, and then of course I'm going to give myself a winged liner, and I'm using the Maybelline Hyper Sharp liquid liner pen. I'm just going to apply some mascara now. This is the Rimmel Lash Accelerator Mascara. I would totally recommend this if you're looking for an inexpensive mascara that is really good, because I love this one. Then I'm going to apply some lashes. These are the Cocoa lashes in this style Amore. Yeah, Amore. Now I'm just going to apply some glitter. So this little pot of glitter I got off eBay. You can pretty much find any color you are looking for. But basically what I'm doing is taking little dots of lash glue and putting that where I want the glitters to go. And then I'm taking the glitters one by one and applying them to those dots of glue. It is quite tedious, but if you're patient, the results are really pretty. Like, I love how it looks. I also applied some to the inner corner of my eyes, and I wanted them to be really intense, so I packed them together rather than spacing them out. Then for lips, I am taking the shade Stone by Dose of Colors. This is one of their matte liquid lipsticks. Once my makeup was done, I decided that I needed to add something to my chest area. So I'm taking a mix of these 3 shades of purple. This is the Morphe 35P palette, and I'm basically using these to sculpt out my collarbones and my neck. And then I also decided to add some scales to my shoulders, and I'm laughing at myself because this was actually really hard to get right. I had to wipe it off so many times. Once I was happy with it, I then decided to apply some blue contacts, and I honestly feel like this really changed the look and pulled everything together. So yes, this is the finished look. That's the end of the tutorial, guys. I really hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you aren't already, so you don't miss out on any of the videos I post. As always, I'll leave a full list of all the products I used down below in the description box, and you can also find all the links to all of my social media accounts down there. So I mean, if you want to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, I got you. With that being said, I hope you guys are having an awesome week, and I will see you all in my next video. Take care. Today's video is in fact another Halloween. Somebody is texting me. Enough.